Can you do that again so he can make sure to see everybody? Just go. You don't have to pause it. Just keep going.
You keep missing that corner over there.
Yeah, we'll have it back there.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. So today I'm going to talk about facts and myths about us redheads. Because apparently there's a lot. Ginger, Carrot Top, Pumpkinhead. These are all names I was called growing up, along with many more. In elementary, a school of kindergarten through 6th grade, I was the only redhead. You can imagine what I went through. So today I'm going to tell you a few facts, a few fun myths, and a few creepy myths about redheads. So for the facts, according to the gingerparrot.co.uk, an estimated of 1-2% of the world's population has red hair. That's a small number, but we are a proud population. In 1995, at the University of Ealing, Professor John Rees discovered the special gene that makes redheads redheads. It's called meliscorian. I'm sorry, I can't really say it. 1 receptor, MC1R for short. MC1R is a slight mutation on chromosome 16. In other words, redheads are superheroes without the chemical reaction. Everything about us redheads is from the mutation, from our ginger hair to our pale skin and all of our freckles. Facts about redheads. A few more facts about redheads. We produce our own vitamin D. Because we are so pale, we can't really go out in the sun because we burn real easily, so we naturally produce our own vitamin D. Remembering these superpowers that we have, that I was telling you about, does not apply to pain. Redheads have to have a higher dose of anesthesia, and it is harder to sedate us. Some research shows that redheads have to have up to 20% more anesthesia than typical brunettes or blondes. This prevents us from waking up during surgery. Redheads bruise very easily. We're also tender to the cold, which is why we like the warmer weathers, which is just bad because we burn in the sun. Redhead is harder to dye. We have we hold our color well in our hair, so before we can even dye our hair, we have to bleach it, which is very bad for your hair. Anybody that's dyed your hair knows that. Redheads have less hair on their heads, having only 90,000 strands compared to blondes having 110,000 and brunettes having 140,000 strands. Lucky for us, redheads do not go gray. Red hair simply fades with age. We go from red to a faded copper, then to a rosy blonde, then finally to a beautiful silvery white. Now for the fun part, the myths. Throughout history, redheads have been targeted. For instance, many redheads were thought of as witches. Freckles and moles were believed to be marks of the devil and signs of satanic communications. Oh, and my favorite of all, redheads have no soul. And to never look at redheads in the eyes, or they will steal your soul. That, for every freckle, is a soul we have stolen. So those were kind of the freaky ones. So the good ones are that in Portland, there's belief that if you pass 3 redheads in a row, then go play the lottery, you'll win. In France, if you pass a redhead on the street, you have to spit and turn around to avoid bad luck. The Greek mythology says redheads turn into vampires when we die. And I'm wondering, is that like a Twilight vampire or a Bram Stoker vampire? British believe that the first call you get after the new year is a kind of good luck that you will have. So if you're a British and you get a call from a brunette, that's the best luck you can get. Blondes give you no luck. Widowers give you bad luck. And of course, redheads give you the worst luck of all. Denmark believes it is an honor to have a redhead as a child. At least somebody wants us. And the biggest myth of all, that redheads are going extinct. This is not true. We are not going anywhere. So if you have a redheaded friend, you're lucky because there's not many of us. And you should love your redheaded friend. And you should cherish your redheaded friend. We are not evil. Or are we? Yes!
Is that your